are you?
Oh, very well, thank you. Andrew, so you play Aaron in the film. Can you tell us a bit about your character?
Aaron, God, brother of Moses, sort of a spokesperson for Moses, actually. There's a thought that he came down, Moses spoke to God, Aaron spoke to the people. The first rabbi in history, which was extraordinary. I quickly, when I got the job, quickly called the smartest people that I knew in the Jewish community back home in the States and in Spain as well, and just asked everything I possibly could. Read Exodus 25 times. I think Aaron's what we would now call a social worker back then, because he wasn't a teacher, there weren't schools, he wasn't a priest, there weren't rabbis, but I think he was somebody that had to care for his community before the revolution started. So he was there making sure people got fed, making sure people knew how to read, making sure people were educated, and making sure that the oral history and the oral laws of Judaism, which existed before the Ten Commandments, were passed to his people. And that's how I approached it. I basically approached him as a little bit of a cynical social worker.
Yeah, I know you mentioned how important he is in history, and obviously...
I honestly didn't know how important he was.
Right, well, I was going to say, did you feel any additional responsibility or weight of expectation on that?
Absolutely, absolutely. When I started to talk to people and I said, I'm doing this movie about Moses, what are you playing? I said, playing Aaron. Not to take anything away from Moses, but they all kind of went, oh, wow. Because Aaron, I guess the fact that he's the first rabbi and one of the first people to articulate Jewish law and create Jewish courts is incredibly important for people. And I suddenly went, all right, fine, this has got to be done right. And that's why I instantly wanted to sort of simplify. I knew we were going to be shooting arrows and jumping on horses, which I can't tell you how much fun that is. But I knew that I wanted to just keep it him as simple as possible.
Yeah, and in terms of the film itself, obviously working with Ridley Scott, what was the set like? How epic was the set itself?
It's kind of funny. I don't mean to sort of take the air out of it. It was really easy. Ridley's an easy guy. He likes things to go well. And I think when that comes from the top down, there's a sort of relaxation that seeps through. Again, we're talking about days when 1,200 people have to show up at 6 in the morning, get wet, and spend the day in the ocean in December. So there were days which were just extraordinary, and you turn around and you realize, oh my God, that's a foot. And it's like 6 stories high, and Ramses is going to go another 30 stories up. So I've been doing this job forever, but I've never done anything like this.
Now, have you had a chance to see the film yourself, and has it come out as you expected?
I saw it just the other day. It is exactly what I expected.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. Cheers, Joe.
Yeah, what was it like having to be beside Ben Kingsley, Sir Ben Kingsley? I mean, that's got to be quite a daunting feat. I mean, to be surrounded by very well-respected sort of English actors and filmmakers, to sort of have to step in the ring with them, and how was that?
I walked in and I spent 4 days on set, basically, getting hair extensions put in and beards dyed and drapes thrown on me. And then you walk in on your first day, and you've got Ben Kingsley, Aaron Paul, and Christian Bale, and over there is Ridley Scott checking you out. And I remember the night before I started work and I went to sleep. I've been doing this job for a while, but I went to sleep and I said, you're not here to make any friends. Show up tomorrow, be ready, do your work. And I finished this film with a bucket load of fantastic friends. And we just had a ball. Everyone took care of each other. Everyone had a good time. I learned how to play poker. It was fun.
I love the film, so well done.
Great. I'm glad. I'm really glad. And I can only hope that it goes extremely well.
I think it will.
Yeah, great.
It's okay, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey, you